Hello and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Mugsy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Mugsy's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and motivations we give the dogs while we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred's using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he'll keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, which leaves the left hand free to give the correction. The correction, if needed, is just a tug and release on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. You'll want to try to keep that collar high up behind Mugsy's ears, which will give you the most control over him while you're working him through his commands. You'll notice that Mugsy is seated nicely on Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. The first command that we'll demonstrate for you today is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and the command is Mugsy heel. You'll notice that Mugsy has been trained to walk nicely on your left at your pace, and incorporated into the heel exercise is an automatic sit. So anytime you stop walking, Mugsy should sit nicely on your left waiting for his next command. Very nicely done. The next command that we will demonstrate is the stay command. The stay is a hand and a voice command. You're going to use the open flat of your left palm and the one-word firm command to stay. When you first start practicing this command at home, you're going to want to stand relatively close to Mugsy, but then build up his ability to stay for longer periods of time and increase the distance between you. When Fred returns back to Mugsy, he's going to walk all the way around him, and Mugsy should remain seated until he receives praise or another command. Very nicely done. We'll run through the heel, the sit, and the stay again for you. It's important that when you're working Mugsy through his commands that you praise him and motivate him, keep him interested in the training. This is a great mental workout for him. Fred's going to leave him in another stay. This time, instead of returning back to Mugsy, Fred will demonstrate the recall or the come on command. Command is Mugsy come, and he should come in and sit nicely right in front of you. Very good job. And then Fred will have him return back to heel position on his left. Very good job. Fred will show that to you again.
Mugsy, come.
He comes in nicely and sits right in front of Fred. Very good job. And then back to heel position after a little shake. We recommend that you incorporate all of these commands into your daily life, but we also recommend that you set aside about 10 to 15 minutes a day to run through the commands in a formal session such as this video. It will help keep the commands fresh and Mugsy responding to you. We're now going to demonstrate down from a heel position. Fred's going to use the open flat of his left palm straight down towards the ground and the one-word firm command to down. Very good job. As with the sit stay, when you first start practicing the down, you want to make your down stays relatively short, but build up his ability to stay for longer periods of time. This will help develop a better self-control. You can practice this right in your living room. When Fred returns back to Mugsy, he should remain lying down until he receives praise or another command. Very good job. We'll show you down from a heel position again. Whenever you give Mugsy the down command, you always want to make sure he is seated first. And then just use your left hand, drop it to the ground, and the one-word firm command to down. Now you'll notice the first time Fred gave him the down command, he didn't listen. So if that's the case, you always want to say no first and then repeat the command.
Mugsy, come.
And Fred will call him in. Command is Mugsy come. Coax him in and have him sit right in front of you. Very good job. And then Mugsy will walk around back to heel position. Nice automatic sit. Very good job. The last command that Fred and Mugsy are going to set up for is down from a distance. Fred is going to leave Mugsy in a sit stay.
Stay.
And this time he will give him the down command from the end of the training leash using his right hand and the one-word firm command to down. Very good job. These are all the formal obedience commands that Mugsy has learned while he's been away at school. He's been such a pleasure to have at the school and to train. We've really enjoyed having him. We ask that you keep us posted on how he's doing once he returns home to you. And please call to schedule a follow-up lesson if need be. And we thank you so much for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainers.